Hi guys, it's Lisa, finally back with another video. It's been over a month. I think the last time I recorded was at the beginning of March. I was hoping to get it done sooner, but sometimes it's really hard to find the time and the space. It's now probably close to midnight here, and everybody's quiet and sleeping, so I thought I might do this. We don't have work tomorrow. It was called off because of rain. We can't work in the rain. So I thought I'm going to make a video since I don't have to be up early. So yes, it's Lisa. I'm Yarn Yanta 247 here on YouTube and Instagram, and Yarn Yanta 1 on Ravelry. I have some kitties floating around, so they may decide to make a little guest appearance. So what's been happening? Well, the big news obviously is that we have traveled. We left Nashville in March, at the beginning of March. I think it was the 5th, maybe? March 5th. And took a couple weeks to get out here. We're in Utah now. So while we were traveling, I'm looking at some notes because I wanted to make sure I talked about a few things. So we stopped in Arkansas our first night. We had a really great, beautiful campground that we stayed in. It was a state park. Arkansas has really nice state parks. And we have a national park pass. So we were able to get, which they actually honor, at Arkansas state parks. Not all the state parks will honor the national passes, but Arkansas is one of those that does, and so we got a 50% off deal. We got to stay in a beautiful campsite right on a lake, Lake Durandal, I think it was called, Durandal, and it was like $10, $11, and we had a beautiful spot right on the lake, and too bad we weren't staying longer. We were just there for one night. Our next stop was Oklahoma. And we actually made a stop at Oklahoma City. Decided, since we were so close, that we would see the memorial to the bombing there, which was very moving. It was just unexpected, actually. I wasn't really sure what the memorial was like, and I highly recommend it if you're ever in that area. It's well worth seeing, and it's very moving. And I put a little collage together at the end, so there'll be some snapshots of that. And that was Oklahoma. And our next stop after that was in Texas, and we went to a place called the Big Texan. And if you're a fan of Man vs. Food, he had a challenge, and they have a challenge there, a 60-minute challenge. If you eat a 72-ounce steak in 60 minutes, then you get it free. Otherwise, it's $72 because they charge $1 an ounce. No, we didn't take the challenge. It's a big steak, but we had a nice meal there, and it was kind of touristy and kitschy, and so it was fun. And then our next stop was New Mexico, and that was really awesome because that was kind of like coming home again. If any of you've watched my videos in the past, you may remember that we spent 5 months there last winter, from October to March, and we actually were back there almost a year to when we left. So. And it was wonderful. We got to spend a whole week there with my friend from my college roommate, who I've mentioned before actually is my husband's cousin, which is how we met. And it was great. We had a wonderful time. So after that, we were there for a week, and then we left to make our final trip to Utah. Spent some time in Colorado, I think a day in Colorado, overnight in Colorado, and I did get a little bit of yarn enhancement, and I'll show you that a little bit later on. And I think after Colorado, we spent a night in where?
Bluff.
In Bluff, Utah. Which was what, Monument Valley? In between Mesa Verde and Monument Valley. Anyway, there are a few little clips of pictures at the end here, which was a beautiful trip, let me tell you. And now we're in Utah. We're in Salt Lake City. We are working for a gas company. We're gas leak surveyors, and basically we're checking the gas lines and gas meters throughout the city, making sure that there's no leaks. And it's different, not something that I've never done before, obviously, and we've been having fun. So we're here we hope until November, and we're having a great time. It's a regular job, so we're working like Monday through Friday, which is unusual. We haven't had that in a couple of years, and so we get our weekends off, and we get to do a lot of traveling around. And so we've actually had a chance to go to see the Great Salt Lake. We went to a beautiful island called Antelope Island, and a couple of ski areas there's a couple of ski resorts in the area, Park City and Alta. That was where we were last weekend. So hopefully I'll be doing some more videos and talking about more of some of the things we'll be seeing here in Utah if you're interested. And I know it's been a while, and I just want to say thanks for sticking with me if you're back. And if you're new, welcome. So I think that's it. Oh, the other news, if anybody, some people have asked me, so I figured I'd just throw this out if you have watched my videos. We actually did sell our house in New York. That was an ongoing thing for the last couple of years. And we didn't get what we wanted, let's put it that way. But it's done, and we didn't have to do a short sale or a foreclosure or anything. We got very little out of it. The realtor actually made more than we did. But for us right now, it's just a burden that's sort of gone. So, yes, so that is bittersweet, but it's done. And now we can kind of just move on. So, and I'm going to move on with this yarn and stuff that's why you're here, the crafty stuff. So I'm going to talk about two FOs and some whips and some enhancements. So one FO is at my hitchhiker, which I was working on, and I did post some pictures on our travels. If you do follow me on Instagram, you may have seen it. It's a hitchhiker. I was actually in the process of making it for my friend in New Mexico, and since we were actually going to be there, which was unexpected, I needed to get it done. So I actually finished it on the trip there and was able to give it to her in person, which was nice. And that's on my Ravelry project page. I'm going to try to put a picture in if I can at the end. I'm not really good about editing. I don't do a lot of that. So if not, and you're interested, you can check it out on my Ravelry page. And then my other FO is what I'm wearing, if you can see. And it's the neon, from the neon, Never Enough Neon Cal that Ross Funko Boy and Amy Mingmao were doing. Oh, and Aaron, Give Me Yarn, 418, the three of them did this neon cal, or are doing it. I think it's still going on. I only had one skein of what I would consider neon, and this was Simply Soft, Karen Simply Soft in the Limelight colorway, I believe. And this scarf is the Jefferson scarf, and I wrote it down. It's by Chris Basta, and it's free Ravelry pattern. It's great. I love her scarves. I've actually made 3 of them now. This one, the Jefferson, I've made the Gallatin and the Madison, and I believe I have a couple of pictures of those on my project page, and I will make more of those because and the Old Flame. Yeah, so 4. As I said, I love her patterns. They're fun. They're easy. They're not boring, but yet they're, you can memorize them pretty well. So I highly recommend her patterns, and they're my favorite kind of style because it's that sort of asymmetrical. I wouldn't say asymmetrical, but this is where, it's narrower on the ends, and then it's got the thing. And I love the asymmetrical, like the hitchhiker. Those are kind of my 2 favorite constructions for shawls or scarves. So that's my second FO. So now I have a bunch of whips, and I'll start with one that I haven't done a lot on. I kind of put it aside. I did a lot at first. It's the Adult Cardi. It's a crochet project, actually. And it's the Adult Cardi by Bob Wilson, 1, 2, 3. And I have not very much more done than the last time, but a little, so I guess I'll show you. I basically added the stripe on the bottom, so if you can see that. So let's see if I can hold it up. Okay. I don't know if you can see. I don't know how good the light is here today, but so this is also in Karen Simply Soft. It's the Persimmon and the Heather Gray, and I'm at the sleeves now, and I have to watch her video, which is one of the reasons why I haven't done it, because I just haven't had a chance to sit down and really watch the video yet to put the sleeves in. So that's how far I've gotten with that. It'll get done. We were supposed to be done by the end of March. Yeah, didn't happen. Okay. The other thing I've been working on which is a long-term whip, is my Okinawa, oh my gosh, I never know how to say that. Okinawa Orchard, the Okanagan Orchard Shawl by Marcia from Twitch and Stitch. And it's a great pattern. I've been really enjoying it, but it's just not something I've been working consistently on, so that's why it's taken me quite a while. But I'm on the applied edging, and let's see if I can take my, and I've actually, I probably shouldn't have done that because I'm going to lose my stitches, I think. But anyway, so I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see the leaves? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 or 11. And I've got a few, I've got a bit to go. Got quite a bit to go. But I've been enjoying it, and I'm just plugging away. I do a couple. I've been trying to do at least a couple a week. I was doing more, but then I put it aside. But it'll come out again because I'm definitely going to finish this soon. And I would recommend her pattern, definitely. She writes really well. I've never done an applied edging, and her instructions are very easy to follow. So I would highly recommend it. And this was mill ends that my friend sent me, and it's on my Ravelry page if you want to know the details of the yarn. I can't remember now what the name of the yarn is. Okay, so that's that. Now, I have a lot of shawls, I've noticed, and I actually want to cast on more. I love shawls. So this is my Color Affection, and I'll show you. It's almost done. I'm getting there. Oops. So I have a little marker. Let me find the side with the marker on it. Let's see. It's here somewhere. Oh, I can't find it now. I do it up. I can't find them. Oh, there it is. Okay. So there's my marker. So you can kind of see. And I'm on the last solid section. If you're familiar with this pattern, you know that you do a solid, then you do 2 different variations of stripes, and then a solid, and it's got short rows. It's also, I like it. I've been enjoying it. I'm at the point, of course, where the rows are pretty long, so I try to do maybe 2 rows at a sitting if I can. And I've got a couple more inches, and then I'll be done, because you're supposed to do this section for a few inches and then bind off. So that's my Color Affection, and that I'm doing in, and part of the reason I stopped is because I have this mess to deal with, and I've untangled some of it. It's yarn vomit. So I'm slowly untangling it as I'm working on it, but yeah, so that kind of stopped me cold for a while, but I'm going to get back to it because I do want to finish it, and I've been enjoying it, and it's really soft. I'm using Woolite Loops and Threads. Woolite. And this is the mauve colorway, and then I have rose as the pink, and I think it's probably just called gray. Charcoal. So those are the 3 colors. A lot left, obviously, because these are 600 and so yards. Really inexpensive, pretty soft. I've talked about this before. I think I have every color now. And it's acrylic and nylon. So that's my Color Affection. And another shawl. Yes, I have another one. This is the Valcal from Jay Fleckenstein. I hope I pronounced that right. Another really fun knit. This was part of a cal, obviously, the Valcal. And you know me, I'm not good with the cals. I love to start them. I always think it's going to be fun, join in and do it what everybody else is doing, but I never keep up. I know, I'm a cal failure. Okay, but I'm really enjoying this. This is a really fun knit, actually. I'm on section D of, I think it goes through G, I think are the total sections, but I don't know if you can see the hearts You see them? Let's see. I think sort of you can see them. There's another one. Hold it back here. I don't know. This has been fun. So that's where I am on this one. And that's in my Gimme Yarn 418 bag. My elephants. I love elephants. And I love her bags too. And I'm just trying to see if I can find the yarn. So I'm using Premier's Debbie Norville Serenity Sock Premier. And this is the pink sugar colorway. So this is the second skein, which I haven't started yet. And this is what I'm working on the first skein. So this, of course, will get some work done too, because I will finish these. These are my active whips. I'm not showing you the ones I'm not working on, because I have a few of those too. Okay, let's see what's left. All right, I've got only one more whip to show you, and then I can show you some enhancements. And that is my socks. So I started a pair of socks because I really miss knitting socks, even though I had other things I probably should have worked on. But you know, there's never too many whips. That's my motto. So this is how I do 2 at a time. I do them on 2 separate circular needles. And this is, right now, it's just a plain vanilla sock. I know I've said this before, but I'm going to attempt the Fish Lips Kiss Heel this time. I'm just about at the point where I'm going to do the heel, because I decided I wasn't going to make it a really long sock, more closer to an ankle length. So I'm kind of right there, I think. I'm going to watch the video for the twisted stitch, or whatever the special stitches are. I'm just going to use that little section of the pattern, which describes the heel, and hope I can figure it out. Tomorrow, we actually don't have to work tomorrow. Fortunately, unfortunately, we don't get paid when we don't work, but we can't survey when it's raining, and it's been raining, and so they called off work for tomorrow. So I'm going to try to work on these if I can, and hopefully maybe the next time I make a video, I will have the Fish Lips Kiss heel done. So that's my socks, and that's all my whips. Okay, enhancements. First, I'm going to show you my new project bags. I'm a little addicted. I know, because I see them, and I wasn't going to get the handmade ones anymore because I've been buying my, like, you know, I've talked about it. I buy, this is my Star Wars, you know, from the dollar store, which I love, and I've got a whole bunch of them. I got a few Star Wars. I have a Monsters Inc. I have my Muppets. But I got sucked into the project bag craze, I guess, obsession. The first thing, actually, I have to show you, which I was waiting for, was made by, I have a card. What did I do with it? It's Betty's, here we go, Betty's, it's Kathy, if you know her, Betty's Crafty Corner. She has an Etsy shop, and she made me, yes it is, it's a Doctor Who bag. It's the Swirling TARDIS, and it's huge. I wanted a sweater size bag, so I love it. It's definitely big and sweater size, and I'll show you. She did me a favor, actually, because I had bought some material hoping that I was going to make my own bag, but I really don't have a machine. I do a little bit of hand sewing, but I'm not really a sewer. So I asked her if I sent her the material, if she thought she could make a bag for me, and she graciously agreed, and she did a wonderful job. Thank you so much, Kathy. I'm not sure if you watch my videos, but I'm thanking you. And in here, I do have some yarn ready because I'm hoping to do the Flax Light, and so I have the yarn in this bag waiting for when I cast that on. And this is the ice yarn that I was gifted. It's Paco Alpaca, and it's a really pretty purple. It's a fingering weight because it's a Tin Can Knits pattern, Flax Light, that they came out with, a lighter fingering weight yarn version of their flax sweater. So when I start that, I'll show you. But I've got that all in here. See? Oh. Anyway, I don't know if you probably can't see in there. But anyway, that's my Doctor Who bag. And I then ordered a couple of bags from Molly Klein Designs. She's got an Etsy shop too. And I saw this in one of her updates, and that's where actually my socks are living. I put them in there, so I can show these to you. So this is my Winnie the Pooh bag. It's the old-fashioned Winnie the Pooh, which I love. We were big Winnie the Pooh fans at our house, and my daughter has the whole collection. Or had. I don't know if she kept it, but anyway, I think she may still have it. So that's that one. And then I was on her looking around her shop, and she posts on Instagram too. Molly Klein Designs, if you want. And I saw this one, and this is Story Night Up. If you don't know, but recognize it, but yes, and I love it. So, and that's the inside there. So that's my 3 project bags. And then I did want to show you this I'd gotten. I don't know if I showed this in a video, but I felt like I really needed to share this. This is made from JC's Sewing Room. Hi, JC. This is what she calls her seatbelt pouch, and it clips around your seatbelt like that. And then you can put your things in here, scissors, your crochet hook, phone. My iPhone fits in there, so that when you're traveling, which I do a lot, you have your stuff right here. Excuse me. So, and it's beautifully made. I love the material. It's beautiful, the butterflies, and it's sparkly. And then you can also use it as a notions pouch, because she made it so that it's sort of dual purpose. So you have a notions pouch right there. So I just wanted to share that. I didn't know if I had done that before. JC Sewing Room. Check her out. Okay, so that's it for my project bags. There is one more that I've been eyeing. And if I order it, I'll show it to you when I get it. And hopefully, I think maybe that'll be my last one for a while. I haven't ordered it yet, though. Yarn. Okay, so I get souvenir yarn when I go traveling. And when we were in Durango, we were there. This is the second time I've actually been to this shop, because we were there while we were in New Mexico last winter. But I don't think I got yarn when I was there that day. I did get some knitting needles, and I did get some fiber for spinning, which we won't talk about because I haven't done any spinning at all. But when I was there this time, I definitely got some yarn, and I splurged. So I got this beautiful skein, and it's Theodora's Pearls by Dizzy Lettuce. It's a local to Colorado, not necessarily to Durango. And this is called the Pedra Melba colorway, and it's 100% bamboo. And it's really soft, and it's really pretty. And she had a shawl knitted up in this yarn in a different color in the shop, and she did give me the pattern when I purchased the yarn. And the pattern is called Shore, and it's a garter stitch with this pretty border. You see that on the end? It's a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. I think I may make that one. I'm not 100% sure yet, but anyway. So that's my yarn from Durango. And then, of course, in Utah, when we went to Park City, I had to get some yarn there as well. So I got, this was on sale, a really good price, and it's from Hoya Ba, and the colorway is Time, and it's a really, it's kind of pretty accurate. I think it's a beautiful tonal green. There's all different tones of green, light to dark, and it's fingering weight, 100% superwash merino, and it's 400 grams, 400 yards. And this will probably be a shawl. I haven't picked a pattern out for this yet, but that is what I intend. And I had to get more sock yarn because, socks. So I got this, and these were also on sale, so like 50% off or something. This is, I've never heard of this, Lane Cervinia, and it's from Italy. And this colorway is Party, I think it's called. And I got 2 skeins because each skein is 210 meters. So 1 skein per unisock. It's really pretty. It's very bright and colorful. And I got another in the same, just a different colorway. And this one is, it's really pretty. It's got like greens and oranges and like a deep sort of maroon. The colorway, oh, it just has a number. I guess that Party isn't it's number 61. I don't know, it doesn't have a name, sorry. Anyway, so that will be socks. Okay, and that was from the Wasatch and Wool shop in Utah. And the other one was Yarn Durango in Durango, Colorado. I haven't gone to the Salt Lake City one yet, but there is a couple yarn shops here, which I will be visiting. If I get anything, I'll show you. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I did actually do a cross stitch, but I can't show you because it's a secret project. And once it's gifted to the person it's being made for, then I will show you probably a picture of it, because by the time I give it to that person, I probably won't have it in person, obviously. So I'll try to take a picture. Up and coming, I want to do Hermione's Everyday Socks. That's on my list. I'm hoping to cast those on. I'm going to pick another shawl because I just want to do another shawl, but I don't know which one yet. I've got a bunch of patterns floating around, or I've been looking at. And I'm definitely going to start my flax sweater. And I want to make the harvest cardigan. But I want to finish the adult cardi first, but that's my other. So my flax sweater and the harvest cardigan are going to be like my big projects. Okay, so I think that's it. It was great talking to you guys again. I missed you. And I always say I'll try to be back sooner, but I never know. It's going to be like this, just when I get the time. Oh, there's a kitty, huh? All right, guys. I hope you're having a great night. I hope that you have a great... Here it's Thursday night. Well, actually, it's Friday morning. Thank God it's Friday. If you are off the weekend, tomorrow's your last day. If it's not your Friday tomorrow, then I hope you get through your work week good. And I hope everybody has a lovely crafting week, few weeks, month. If I'm not here again, I will be on Instagram. And thanks for watching. Bye. Mwah.